Hello everyone and welcome back to Gamer Problems. Today I have a major issue that I want to bring to all of your attention. Last week we talked about the whole NSA and the fingerprinting problem over in Philadelphia at a GameStop, but today this is more focused on gamers and not really a major world crisis kind of thing. I want to talk to you about an individual who has been attacking the gaming community and has not just been like attacking per se, like in the ways of, oh, video games are violent and things like that. This woman has been very dishonest in her claims about video games being sexist and things of that nature. And this woman I'm talking about is Anita Sarkeesian. She has felt that it is her duty to educate everyone on feminism and point out where certain video games are sexist toward women. And there's nothing wrong with that unless, of course, you are being dishonest in your claims and lying about certain things. So, to start things off, I want to talk about she started a Kickstarter. And she wanted a pledge of around $6,000, not asking for too much. Still quite a bit to make some videos. I don't know. I haven't spent nearly that much money making any of my videos. But my setup is pretty basic at the moment. So she asked for the $6,000. That's what her goal was, and she ended up getting 6,000 people, almost 7,000 people, to back her, and she raised almost $160,000. Holy crap, that is a lot of money. She thanked her pledgers, and she told them that the project that she was doing was going to grow. She was going to make her videos, she's going to do 12 different videos explaining how video games are sexist and things like that, and that she would bring a free curriculum to schools that schools could use to teach their students on the problems of sexism and feminism. So it's been 2 years now since she got that money, and she has only put out 5 videos, meaning that she has, in the amount of time that she has taken to do this, she could have spent 5 months on each individual video and spent around $30,000 on each video. That would surely be quite a video and very well researched. Well, not really, considering the fact that these videos are mostly 20 minutes long. I think I saw one that was a half hour long. And the amount of research that it seems that she's put into these videos is around 2 to 3 days, if that. If it were me, and I was the one who gave this woman money to do such a big project like this, I would be asking, what exactly are you doing with the money that I gave you, that you said you're going to make these spectacular videos and prove all these amazing points that you have about sexism and video games and educate people on feminism? And really, there's not a whole lot there other than these blatant lies that you can see within her videos. I mean, technically, yes, this is her money now, but it's kind of a slap in the face to those pledgers. She's maybe done a third of the work, and it's only been 2 years. I mean, what is taking her so long? I mean, she got quite the huge budget of money. Money shouldn't be an issue to her. She should be able to shovel these out quickly. So I'm gonna move on from her money thing there, her pledges and things that she got. Now, she has started targeting certain games and saying that they are sexist. Now I can't go over all of these videos or all of these games because that would pretty much mean that I'd have to reference every single video game ever made, and that's pretty much she's targeted almost every single video game. She's targeted quite a few, but I'm gonna single one out of her dishonesty of what she's been talking about in certain video games. Hitman Absolution. This is a game that I have not played, but I've researched it, and the game, she has said that there is an area in which you can go into a strip club, and not that you can, that you have to kill these strippers in the strip club, and then drag their bodies around the room to sexually degrade them. So right away, I was like, "What the hell are you talking about? That can't be right." No, in fact, if you do kill these strippers who are innocent civilians in the mission, you will get penalized for killing them. You get points taken away from you for killing these innocent people, and nowhere does it say that you need to drag these bodies around and make it look degrading towards them. Many of the playthroughs that I've seen of this mission, people just walk right on by. They sneak past these strippers. So saying that you have to kill them is a lie, first off. And then adding on that you have to drag them around the room, that's just adding on to your lie. You don't have to do that either. You could leave the bodies there. I mean, you killed them, so yes, technically you're supposed to get rid of them in order to make sure you're not noticed. But what you do is you hide them somewhere. You don't have to drag them around and make it seem like a sexual thing, as she says. So, I mean, that right there, and this is on one of her videos for the program that she's putting together on YouTube. And that right there, you're putting dishonesty in a product that you're going to put into schools. That this is what she has said. She wants schools to use it as a part of their curriculum. She's also attacked games like Mario, saying that Princess Peach is just an object for Mario to claim, and that right there, I don't see that in the sense. I see it more as Mario is trying to protect this princess who got captured by his arch nemesis. I mean, Princess Peach and Mario's relationship's a little bit of a strange one. I don't know if we could say perhaps they are dating or what, but even if they are, he's just trying to protect her. He's not trying to claim her and make her his property. That's a little far-fetched, in my opinion. And she's also attacked games, a recent game, Watch Dogs, saying that there's a mission in which the protagonist goes to a slave trade where women are being sold as sex slaves, and that you're pretty much there to partake and just look at the eye candy. When in fact, I have played this game, I've beaten this game. You are there actually to save a woman from being put into this sex slave in that particular mission. And even after that, even after you save this woman, you can go around saving other women that are being sold to sex slave and whatnot. So again, that's not the main point of you being there in that particular mission. You're there to help people, not to get your jollies off. So, to put things simply, Anita takes things out of context to provide for her own point and her own agenda. Pretty much, plain and simple. Anita has also pretty much said that if a woman is attractive and sells herself to be taken pictures of for a magazine or a web article in a sexual manner, then the man's influence for her to do that it's a man's influence for her to do so, and not that of her own choosing. If you think about it, Anita herself is degrading women saying things like that, pretty much saying that women have no free will, that they are pretty much just doing whatever men tell them to do. Where women, if a grown adult, if she so chooses to pose for a magazine or something like, or a news article, then why is it our responsibility as grown men, adult, to tell her no, don't do that? It is her responsibility to make those choices, not ours. Alright, I'm going to wrap things up now. A few closing points. Anita plays a strong, manipulative word game to confuse viewers into believing her own views. She throws out big words and says that she is reading about studies that say video games are sexist towards women, when in fact she doesn't mention any kind of studies in her videos. And when you look for these studies in her descriptions of her videos, they are not there, but instead are found on one of her web pages, way down the list of references she has, where the study had found less than 100 people that were sexist, but those people weren't even gamers. So more blatant lies. How can she say that these studies prove her point? Simply, she can't. She can't say that these are proving her point because they don't prove her point. Anita has also turned off her comments and her like and dislike ratio on her videos, saying that she has done so because of attacks she has received on her videos, when in all actuality she has turned them off so that way other YouTubers can't direct you to videos such as this one that prove her wrong. And one more thing before I go, I saw a comment on a video like this one, and it pretty much just said, Anita is the reason that I refuse to identify myself as a feminist. Feminism is a good intention and all, but they get twisted by people like her, and she is why feminists have such a bad rep.